are the bringer, the giver of smiles. We are the one who makes it happen. We are the world in motion. We are visionaries free of boundaries. We are the skies, the seas and the land. We are everywhere. We are the one who stops at nothing. We are the builder of dreams. We are hope and optimism. We are the power of global trade, helping people live longer. We are the champions of progress. We are thinking of today and the future. We are the helping hand, and we are here for you.
The journey of Transglobal, you may ask me, how did it start? It started with 3 friends that sat together doing an MBA course at DUT.
We first started Transglobal in Oswell Perot Building in Smith Street, Durban. We had just 2 rooms.
And I was always passionate about getting back into logistics. And I asked the guys, I said, you know what? I've got some money. Why don't we start this? And I give you equal shares to start this company.
Transglobal really didn't make much of an imprint into the industry by then because we were still trying to find our footing.
We really struggled, and I know that at that period of time, for the first 6 or 7 months, it wasn't a partnership that was meant to be. It was just to get me ignited and start a business. I had a lot of passion, and I believe in business you have to have passion.
I started at Transglobal being a youngster, a very green person, not knowing much of the business world. And Transglobal has helped me evolve into the man I am today.
Siggy and I, we had taken a bond on our house and on all our life savings and insurance. So basically it was our entire life that we put into Transglobal.
At that stage, it was very exciting because it was a brand new company. We had to basically nurture the company and grow it from an infant stage, basically. So working closely under our CEO, it was a good challenge to look at, to go Transglobal. And 20 years later, this is where we are, and we are a successful company.
We had confidence in Transglobal. Even though we saw no profits from month to month, we were eating into our capital of R1 million at the time. We just continued going on, excited every morning, in expectation. And I mean, we were just starting up, but we were not scared to knock on the doors of corporates. Siggy and I would just go to companies like BP, but we are so thankful to them that they gave us the time of day. They did be quite nice to us, and in a very nice way tell us we're still too small, but that did not deter us in any way.
So when we started Transglobal, our very first break was with Ferrari. Ferrari had a lot to us in terms of understanding different types of logistics, just-in-time logistics. We used to bring in Ferraris for people's Christmas or birthday. And one of the things we've learned, if you delivered a day late, it was too late for the wealthy people. They would cancel that car. So we've learned in the very early days that there's no room for error. And that's something I prided in myself because I'm a very schedule-driven person. So when I did this, I phoned every airport from Italy to where it transited in Germany. We've got to make friends with all of them to ensure that it connected on that flight. We've made sure that our custom sites were all ready. So when the flight landed here, within the hour, we got those vehicles delivered to the client. And this is what brought us to be known as the people that could get our goods here on time.
Villietti Industries got to know Transglobal through the Villietti family and CEO of Ferrari, Gabriel Villietti, who is my father. When we started this business, Gabriel Villietti gave me the contacts and the recommendations to use Transglobal for this importation business. It was an absolute no-brainer. The relationship built through those years just fitted perfectly for the business model that we run today.
And later on to then land the Denel, which was the arms and ammunition business, which was a very close-knit, it was like a cartel business at the time, where it was only a few freight forwarders that handled that business. And we managed in that early days to actually break into that business and handle shipments, which was unheard of a company of our size to handle that magnitude of business. So we've always pushed boundaries, and that was the growth of the company and the success of the company.
We broke barriers in saying we can simplify this. There is nothing that's too difficult to understand. So when we simplified that logistics and the process of it, we sort of became positioned to be known as an exclusive company that supports boutique type of service or bespoke services. And that is the theme that still carries on to the organization. It started with Thirsty and Puven and myself. And it started growing. We had the one receptionist for a year, and it was 4 of us. And next thing, when we got a shipment of 500 cars to bring in for Africa, that's when we started expanding our staff base.
I'm really thankful for his faith and for God for providing, because we really grew and improved very quickly, especially in a time when the shipping industry, because of globalization, corporate companies were merging. And I'm talking all the big, like AEI and the Danzas merging together. I mean, this is a German company and a US company coming together, and here we are, this small company, employing more staff, taking on more space, and at the same time, we were acquiring business away from another huge corporate, Mega Freight. So we really gave our clients a hands-on service. And the corporates that were using us then were very happy with our service. And so, with word of mouth, we began to grow even more.
We employ state-of-the-art information technology systems in order to effectively and efficiently support tracking, customs clearance involving costing and status reports. We provide our customers the peace of mind of door-to-door delivery on 6 continents using highly skilled international agents, and we have sophisticated track and trace systems in place which are activated immediately upon placement of orders to ensure every delivery arrives at its intended destination intact and on time.
In a nutshell, I would say that we have made this company into simplifying logistics and making it user-friendly. I've pushed barriers at all levels to bring in innovative technology to ensure that it is easy enough for the younger generation, the novices in the industry. As you know, South Africa has been transformed from the previous era to the new era, and there were newcomers into imports that didn't understand what imports or exports was all about. And how do you simplify this? And I found the only way to do it was with technology. There isn't a place where you could say that you can't do it. I've proven it time and time again when people tell me that, no, it can't be done, and I show them that, yes, it can be done. I believe that if you put your mind to something, it can be done.
Why I wanted to be a part of the Transglobal team is I wanted to be in a company that has potential to grow. As a young person, when I joined the company, I also had a lot of ambitions, and I needed to be in an environment that would allow me to do so. So coming into Transglobal Cargo, providing all the resources and allowing me to study the industry courses, I've done all of them basically, and I even went outside of them to study further outside of the industry. And Transglobal Cargo has really allowed me that, and there's never been a boundary. It's always been about, if you can do more, go for more, and the company supports it. So it's a good place to be at.
Working environment at Transglobal, we are a very unified company, which makes my journey with Transglobal very rewarding. Transglobal is here to empower and multi-scale us in every facet of our job industry.
My reason for joining Transglobal is mainly because of the stories and the accomplishments that the company has received over the past 20 years. senior management in the startup years have really impressed me with the amount of achievements they've made. It's been really impressive, and it's inspired me to actually to be a part of this team that works so well together, even under the most amount of pressure.
A bit about Suki's history as well, and I want to share this because I know it will inspire people. Because Suki does not, and I'm not saying don't go and get tertiary education or any education, because Suki is self-taught. He can read and learn for himself. However, he did not have the finances and the privilege to continue studying at a tertiary level. So he started off changing tires, truck tires, and thereafter he got a job at Grindrods, which is a mega shipping company. And he did not have any skills except typing, so he started off as a typist. Because remember, going back in the early 1900s, you did not have, or mid-1900s, you did not have computers. We did not have fax machines. It was telexes then, and I'm for sure most people now don't even know what a telex looks like. So, as well as you had to type out your waybills because you never had a computer to type that out. So he used to type out all the company documents that were submitted to customs, and there was a lot of typing to do because sometimes for one shipment you are submitting like 24 documents. He was very fast in typing. His good friend Lynn was the secretary at the time at Grindrod. And this is the thing with Suki. If he finished his work, he could not sit and do nothing. He would go and help Lynn, and Lynn would give him filing to do and organizing to do. And this is where he acquired filing skills. So now, our staff at Transglobal would know why Suki is so finicky when it comes to filing.
Transglobal has positioned itself in the global arena, and that's in so much so that I sat in various boards internationally, and we are regarded as valuable contributors to the industry as a whole globally, not only locally. I sat in customs advisory committees, helping them to understand the customs classification. And one of the things that God has given me was the ability to break barriers and to understand things at a macro level, not at a micro level.
Located in the strategically important port of Durban, widely considered to be the gateway of Southern Africa, Transglobal also has branches in major South African cities of Johannesburg and Cape Town, creating a national network.
We've been working with Transglobal now on the logistics and import of most of the foreign-based cars which come in. We have been doing this now. First met Transglobal in 2006.
We as NTP Logistics work in a very quality controlled environment, so we're always guaranteed, good turnaround time, quality service, very professional, and also very ethical.
In the freight forwarding industry, a shipment that's been cleared that goes, as per the book, whether we handle the shipment or an opposition handle the shipment, there is no difference to the customer. The way the difference comes from Transglobal is if the shipment is then stopped or questioned by the respective authorities, is how we address that. And turnaround time and how we get that addressed and released to the customer. That makes us different to the opposition. And that's always been our goal. If it's a shipment that has a challenge with it, we get involved at all levels, from our CEO level right to the clerk level. We always try and brainstorm and get that shipment released at the shortest space of time. And that's what makes us different to the opposition.
Basically, what Transglobal offers is actually, it enriches one's career. They offer opportunities for people to actually do courses to improve themselves.
Transglobal has impacted my life in a positive way. I have been fortunate to have a mentor who has guided me and taught me many skills. He has encouraged me to know my true worth and to pursue my goals.
For the Joburg office, I would say the growth would be the company has increased their client base and the staff as well. When I started, we were only 2, and today we are about, the Joburg office, about 16 staff members.
This national footprint guarantees the company ease of access to not only the largest cargo port in the country, Durban Harbour, but also the use of all major trade routes to the country's interland and economic hub, inclusive rail, road and air infrastructure. We at Transglobal firmly believe in and are committed to the delivery of the best, most reliable and predictable service to our clients. We recognize the need for and importance of service excellence as a way of life in South Africa and set out to achieve this ideal through regular and timely communication. Being fortunate enough to be on the road to success, Transglobal believes in encouraging and empowering tomorrow's leaders. There is no doubt that we are in a position to give back to the community that which we do wholeheartedly.
So Transglobal is involved in social responsibility projects purely for 2 reasons, I would say. One is that it's always been my passion. From young, I have a passion for people who are in need, and whenever I see their need, I respond to it. So even long before Transglobal existed, I have been reaching out to needy people. Secondly, this is more Sugi's view. He feels the success of any company does not lie only in its bottom line, in its profits. It's how we impact our communities. And we must also take on the responsibility to improve people's life and to bring dignity to them by meeting at least their basic needs.
When one thinks of what is the proudest moment for the past 20 years, it's made up of many things. When we first got ISO in our first year, we were accredited as an ISO agent in the very first year of our trading. That was a proud moment. When we got accredited as a special customs agent accredited by SARS, that was another proud moment. Seeing a little company at its formative years achieving so much. In the first year, we've achieved so much. To understand the motor industry and the rebate side, which was very specialized for the larger companies, when we cracked into that market, that was a proud moment. When we got into the military industry and logistics of that, that was a very proud moment for us as well. And when one year we lost a substantial amount of money that nearly made us bankrupt, and to see us bounce back out of that, that was a proud moment. We didn't give up at that point in time and say, that's it, I've given up. We were resilient enough to fight. And what did it take? It took people to stand by you. And where was our staff? What role did they play in our lives? I believe in any business, not only in logistics, it takes teamwork. My staff, by supporting me when the chips were down, to say, yes, we can do it. We turned a loss situation into a profit, into a high profit. When they stood by us working those late hours, working with tenders late hours as well. To see their joy when we win a tender makes the proud moment for me. So it's not about self-enriching yourself, it's about everyone enjoying the fruits of the labor. And that to me are all proud moments. And to say, staff, you have all played your role. And I appreciate that. It doesn't go unnoticed. And I see the joy in you when we win something big. I know that you've got your reward already.
Congratulations, Transglobal, on celebrating 20 years. And to our staff, I want to just say thank you for your dedication. Thank you that each one of you brings value to Transglobal. Y'all had immense value because you'll all come with your different giftings and talents, and y'all have grown a lot as well. We thank you even in the support that you give Sugi and I in our personal lives. Y'all are extremely wonderful, and we have been like a family. Cape Town and Joburg as well, although we don't see y'all enough, are always saying this to y'all, but we love you guys and y'all are always in our prayers. God bless you all.